everyone, I'm making burgers today, but I'm doing something a little bit different. I wanted to talk to you about that first. First thing I did, I went and bought a meat tray so I can prepare the meat and I can put the meat in the meat tray, and you can see it's got a draining, a strainer there, which is good for the meat, and then you just cover it and close it. So if you want to cook later, your meat's being prepared. I also bought what I call grass-fed meat. It's got no hormones, and you can see the packet here. The grass-fed meat is actually good for you because the animals roam free, they eat natural food, and the meat does taste better. These burgers have got already oregano and parsley in them, but I'm going to touch it up a little bit and add a little bit more stuff to it. The first thing I like to do with my burgers, I always add a bit of olive oil over the meat, just to give it a bit of flavour. I just put into a cap and spread it over, just gently, not too much. You don't need to flood it too much. There you go. And then you can brush it in with a brush, just nicely all around. You can tip it over and do it again on the other side, but I find that's not really necessary. You can do that on the barbecue. I'll show you later anyway. We're going to add some salt. I like the Himalayan salt. I'm not using regular salt. It's better for you if you've got high blood pressure and stuff like that. It is a better salt. So we're going to add some salt to the burger, and I always add pepper to the burger. There we go. The last thing I do, I add rosemary, and you can see this is one that we've got off the tree, rosemary or bush. I'm just going to break it, loosen it up a bit, and I'm going to sprinkle it over, just like that. Like I said, you can tip the burgers over and do the same on the other side, but it's probably not necessary. You can do that later on the barbecue, and I'll show you that. Simple, ready to go. We're going to close it. We're going to cook this probably in about half an hour or so, and that's the meat preparation tray. I'll see you soon at the barbecue. Bye-bye.
Come on. Not yet ready.
Looks good with this like that.
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Someone's counting. It's enough for bread.
That's it.
No, can't you put here?
You pull down.
Go.
All right, so we've finished everything now and we're going to make the burger. I've melted the cheese on the actual burger before I put it on, just to show you what that looks like. And like that. We've got some onions here, but my kids don't like onions, so I'm just going to leave them here for now. We're going to eat them later on a separate burger. So we're making a cheeseburger. I've already toasted the bread, so it's got a little bit of firmness. It's not soggy. I'm going to add a slice of tomato. And we're going to add a bit of tomato sauce. And also we've got ketchup. Just on top like that, on top like that. And we're going to add a bit of mustard on, just on one of them. One of my kids loves mustard, the other one doesn't. So we always have to think how I'm going to present it. But I'll put the mustard here on this side. There we go. So one with mustard and one without. Cheeseburger with tomato and the onion not included this time because my children don't like onions. So I'm just going to close the burger, get it ready for my hands. And that looks terrific. That looks really scrumptious. Nice and firm, tasty. I can't wait to start eating it.